Oh my God, Tim, I tell you, man, it's been hard to find guests. Like, I don't know, but running up to random people on the street has not been easy because it's like they have something better to do with their life than talk to me. I don't. Diego?
Andy?
Oh my God, dude, how have you been?
I'm
It's
doing
been
good.
Like a million years, man.
Welcome to the Bronx, man.
Oh my God, wow, what are you doing? Stuff for a stroll?
Yeah, just hanging out right now.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we're actually filming a video for YouTube.
Okay.
You wouldn't be willing to like teach me one thing, would you?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Awesome. No, wait, Diego, where are you going?
Your place.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Dude, how did you get in here?
Don't worry about that. I picked out some clothes for you. Let's check them out.
You went into my room?
Don't worry about that. Let's see this. Skinny tie?
Yeah.
In 2023?
It doesn't. I like skinny tie.
Don't
Makes
worry.
me look-
We'll fix that. We'll fix that.
Okay,
We'll fix that.
Okay.
Jeans.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Actually, these are the good ones. Hold on. Spoilers. Let's
Okay,
do this.
wait.
Do it again. Jeans. With holes?
Well, they're very comfortable. Don't this?
I'll help you.
But
Don't
they
worry.
make them with the holes, don't they?
That's even worse. Hold on.
Emotional damage.
Now, just wait a minute.
Let me show you. A logo? A logo. My guy.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Please,
Okay,
please.
I'll give you that one.
I just want to help you. I just want to help you. Now, this looks okay. It looks okay.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Sleeves? What are you doing here?
Wait, no, okay, so sometimes I just like to roll the cuff back, you know, it makes me feel...
I'm going to show you a little hack where we can fix that.
Okay, all right.
What a nice gray t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, you don't like motorcycles?
Look, not if you're going to be wearing this with a dress shirt and trying to be fancy. I'm going to show you how to wear this right.
Okay. All right, Diego. I'm gonna trust you. Let's just hear what you have to say.
I'm going to make you look good. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, Diego, this fashion Instagram and this YouTube channel, these are businesses for you. You do this full time. Our channel is all about encouraging people to see that what they have dreamt up as a hobby could actually be a source of income, could be their profession, and sometimes taking that leap is scary. Can you speak to that a little bit?
When I was a full-time teacher trying to navigate this influencer lifestyle, I was going to events, trying to make content in between, lunchtime, after school, and I remember the first time I got paid for a collaboration. I promoted this belt, and they gave me $250 to promote this belt. And in my mind, I was like, wow, this company paid me to do this. If I can do this X amount of times per month, that's the rent. That's food, that's whatever. So I decided to take a gamble. I was, networking, learning about other content creators in the space, going to my first couple of events, learning about being a, fashion content creator, and I decided to take a break from teaching. But I didn't just leave, just quit completely. I took some classes in digital marketing to learn more about behind the scenes. So I wanted to learn more because at the time, there was no social media class, there was no influencer major you can take. You pretty much had to go with the flow and hope for the best. So I learned about traditional digital marketing, like Facebook ads, Google ads, all that stuff. And I decided to take a year off from teaching. I took a break, and I said, worst case scenario, if this does not pan out, I just go back into teaching. So I was very lucky because as a teacher, I had that cushion, to sit on. And of course, I've been saving money. Like, of course, you should never jump into any venture without having some kind of cushion, if you can, obviously. But I was able to find these internships. I basically started my life over. Like, all the things I did in college, out the window, pretty much. Like, sure, I learned how to be a proper human being, I guess, by going to college, but there was no skills, per se, that I was using in this new life as a influencer, social media manager, whatever you want to call it. So I do encourage that if you want to take this leap, have a little bit of cushion if you can, but you have to take that leap eventually, because you're always going to be asking yourself, what if, what if, what if? And even though I loved teaching, this new passion emerged, this new spark emerged from creating content, from wearing suits, from the pleasure of watching people get excited from my content. They would be encouraged from my content. So I took that leap, and I haven't been teaching since.
If you're scared, go to church. So you are known on Instagram for fashion. That's a one-way street. Hang on. You're known on Instagram for fashion, and you're known on Twitch and YouTube for Pokemon Go, which I love that stream, by the way. But can you just tell me, how did you get into fashion, and like, where do you learn all of that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I didn't go to college for fashion. I didn't go to like a fashion school or whatever. I actually went to college for early childhood education, and I wanted to be a teacher. And one of my big things was being a good role model. As a Latino male teacher, I wanted to show my kids, I'm a good role model. So at my school, my kids wore uniforms. So I felt, as a Latino male teacher, I felt I should dress up. If they're wearing little ties, little cardigans or whatever, I felt I should do the same thing. So I started dressing up, going full-on three-piece suits as a preschool teacher, and the parents loved it, and I made it a part of my lifestyle. I would go everywhere wearing a three-piece suit. I would go to shows, I would go to dive bars, I would go to Pokemon tournaments. I would do everything in three-piece suit, and it became almost like my gimmick. That, look at the guy wearing the suit showing up. And my friends saw me as like someone who was like an authority in that, because I was making it a part of my life. I was going to blogs, learning about that stuff. I just picked it up, and I was learning, trying new things, and I just made it a part of my lifestyle by researching other people who were doing the same thing and just copying what they were doing, and then trying my own things and trying to figure out what was comfortable for me, but always with that old school aesthetic, that dapper dandy aesthetic.
See, I that's funny, because I only just learned how to dress myself a couple years ago. See, I had a thing for cargo pants. So much space to put stuff, like, can't utility be important?
It's coming back. I think it's coming back. It's a funny thing you mentioned that, because back then, my mom just dressed me. Like, she would just buy my clothes. I think it was only until I had my first teaching job that I was trying to make the effort to go to Banana Republic, H&M, whatever, and just buying a jacket, buying slacks, buying things that fit me, and not relying on my parents, mom specifically, to dress me. So that was also a hard thing as well, because I didn't know what I was doing.
What I'm really curious about is, so you have this presence on Instagram, but you also have this presence on Twitch and YouTube. Can you speak to why you compartmentalize the fashion to Instagram and then the other content to YouTube?
And this is almost like a business move, if anything. So for any fellow creators out there, any content creators, whatever, you always got to branch out. You always got to try new things. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. And especially nowadays, with how social media has gone so crazy,
people are being bombarded by media.
with, Twitter, with Instagram, the algorithm, all that stuff, you can't rely on your business being in one place. And I love fashion, so I will continue creating there. But I knew that I had other creative outlets, other creative stuff that I want to try out. And I loved gaming, and I love Pokemon. So I wanted to try to create content somewhere else. So I decided to make Twitch content and YouTube content specifically targeting my Pokemon, my gaming stuff, because that would be another outlet to express myself and also potentially make money, find brands, collaborate, and expand what my expertise is in.
That was literally the answer I was hoping you'd give. Seriously, because I may have led you on there, but so content creation is one of those things, like you said, where it's like you can't just have one niche sometimes, but how do you explore other niches without muddying the water of your own channel? I would love to be a gaming, creator, but the problem is if I put my gaming videos on this channel that we're currently airing on, it's not going to make sense. People are going to be confused. They're not going to understand what they're watching anymore, and it's going to really get in the way of, growing the channel because people aren't going to know what it's about anymore.
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed it right there. You want to definitely niche down. So for any creators out there trying to figure out how to present themselves on social media, you got to pick one thing, and it sucks because that's how social media works. If you want to be a creator of some kind, you have to niche down, at least in the beginning. So if you want to be an actor, I only want to see actor content. If you are a gamer, you only can do gamer content. If you're a fashion guy, like me, only fashion content and fashion adjacent content. So that's why I couldn't put in my gaming content in my Instagram, because my audience would be like, what the heck is this? I might sprinkle some stuff in my Instagram stories because that's, temporary, but at least I'm teaching my audience that, hey, look, I'm not just a one-trick pony. I dress up, I wear suits, I go to these restaurants, I go to these events, but hey, if you want to try to be the very best like no one ever was, I can do that as well.
Oh, okay, Diego, let's change gears for a second. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're going to show me today?
Dude, I've been looking at your Instagram. I've been looking at your YouTube channel.
You look at my Instagram?
Yeah, I have some suggestions. I have some thoughts about the things I saw you putting on your body. I would like to make some recommendations because I feel like a lot of people, they have this problem where they'll have over 9,000 pieces of clothing in their closet, and they always end up being like, I don't know what to wear, or I have no idea what to put on. The funny thing is, I'm in a similar situation. I have a lot of clothes, especially in my business. I have a ton of clothing, and I'm trying to minimize. I'm trying to have less, actually. So I'm hoping to help you minimize what's in your closet, and let's make some outfits out of there that you can wear repeatedly. You know that whole thing where you should never repeat your outfits?
Yeah.
That's BS. That's capitalist BS. Repeat outfits, wear the same thing over and over again, feel comfortable, feel strong about it, nothing wrong with it.
That's perfect because I don't like changing. If I could wear the same outfit every day, I totally would. That's what you mean, right?
Absolutely.
He's encouraging me oh, for sure, you can definitely wear this every day.
Absolutely. Repeat the same outfits, I think that I'm thinking about it, there must have been some kind of fashion cabal or something, or fashion Illuminati, where let's tell the world that they have to wear different outfits every day. Everyone, buying, a culture of buying, overconsumption with clothing. And I think that's why we have this whole issue of fast fashion, because clothing is almost disposable. No one respects the clothing. No one respects the tailor. No one respects how the clothing is made. And I'm hoping, at least with my content, to share that, hey, look, if you're going to pay a lot of money for a piece of clothing, it's because you're going to keep wearing it forever. I don't want you to go to a random store, buy that blazer that's $75, and then you wear it for one wedding and then it's never seen again. I feel like that's such a waste. So I'm hoping to instill this, love of I'm gonna keep wearing this. I'm gonna keep wearing it until it literally breaks down. If it does break down, go to your local tailor. Go get it altered. Go fix it up. There's no reason to buy something else.
I am so excited to hear this because so my tailor gave me bad news. He says I have a long torso and short arms, and that creates problems for me. But because it means technically all of my shirts need to be tailored. But in the meantime, I've been getting by using this really tiny mic because it makes my hands look huge, you know?
That's one way to do it, obviously. That's one way to do it, you know? Wear a big watch, wear big accessories or little accessories just to balance things out, you know?
Really? So you're saying I could get a tiny watch?
Yo, dude, look, it's all about perception. It's all about optics. You know, like, you know how the whole concept of you don't judge a book by its cover?
Sure.
It's BS. It's a lie. People judge each other all the time by the way they look, the way they dress. So why not manipulate it? Why not control it? And so I'm hoping that we can give you some tips here today to control how other people perceive of you.
That is awesome that Diego just spoke about those two things. Firstly, he talked about niching down. How many times have we talked about knowing your niche on this channel? I told you that we were going to talk about it over and over because it's important over and over. And then today, again, Diego's talking about making sure your message is concise and powerful. And why not control people's perceptions of us? Because you know, you can subscribe to the idea that no one judges you based on the way that you look, but people do, you know, or at least some people do. And there is some merit in, you know, not letting what other people think about you get you down and whatever. But what we're talking about is something completely different, and that's curating the message that you're sending with your clothing in this particular episode. But just like with the editing episode, making sure you're sending an effective, potent message every time is so important. So I'm very excited to hear from Diego. Diego, where are we?
Don't worry about it. Let's fix this.
Okay.
First of all, undershirt, sleeves, and the shoes. Let's fix that. All right. Tip number one, if your sleeves are too long, here's a great hack. Rubber bands. Just put them up here. There you go. There you go. And you can use this to manipulate how long your sleeves are. So let's put on your jacket. You always want to show a little bit of cuff. It shows that your clothes actually fit. Number two, don't wear a white crew neck because it's not gonna look good if it shows. Always wear something gray. Gray is invisible, you can't see it, makes it a little bit more classy. Number three, don't wear sneakers like these with your suit. Keep it classy, wear some dress shoes, Oxfords, maybe some wingtips there, and match your belt with your shoes. Easy. Next tip, skinny ties. Doesn't really work anymore. Let's get a tie that fits your body type and your lapels. There you go. You have a tie that fits your body, kind of goes with the lapel, and got the dimple there.
And here.
Now for this outfit, there's a couple of issues here. Suit jacket in a casual outfit, ripped jeans, and these shoes, classy, but not for this. Let's fix that. Nice. Wear a sports coat, nice jeans, no rips, and nice plain white sneakers. White sneakers go with everything. And tuck in your shirt for a nice clean look. Very clean.
Diego, thank you so much for joining us today. If you guys want to follow Diego, you can see him on
Instagram at Dandy in the Bronx. And if you want to see my Pokemon Go gameplay on Twitch and on YouTube, same thing, Dandy in the Bronx.
I had a blast with this one. I hope you guys did too. See you next time.
3, 2, 1.